So I'm going to add some all-purpose flour. And, you know, I'm not making too many of these tonight, so I don't measure anything. I'm sorry. I can't help you there. But I'm just going to have some flour. Let's see. Yeah, this is enough for now. I'm just going to add some flour here. In addition to the flour, I'm going to add some sugar. So I'm just going to add, I guess this one's a little bit more countable. So let's say about 3.5. Probably just 3. I don't want it to think, but I'm probably just do a little bit. So about 3 and a little less than a half of sugar. Okay. Then I'm going to add baking powder. And so baking powder, I'm just going to add a tablespoon of baking powder. Come out fully. Okay. And then, of course, I need to add some salt. All right, so now I'm going to add some salt, and this, I guess, is a teaspoon of salt. All right, so we have about a teaspoon of salt. And then stir it all around. I'm trying to get as much of a homogeneous mixture as possible. Okay, and last but not least, I'm gonna add some butter flavor Crisco. But this, I'm only gonna do a tablespoon of this. So this is just right about this. Oh, come on. There. Yes, my hands are clean. That was the first step, to make sure your hands are clean and make sure you don't have any rings on or anything like that, okay? You don't want to contaminate your batch. All right, so now from here, we add some water, and we're going to add some water and we're going to knead it up, okay? All right, so I've added some water, and then what you want to do, you see, what you want to do is use your hands and just go around and do like that. Squish, squish, squish. Try to get it. See, just squish, squish, squish with your hands. Again, make sure you're not wearing any rings, any jewelry or anything like that. And just to keep going around like that until you get all the liquid in there, and then you formulate it into a dough. So I'm gonna continue to do this until it becomes a dough. So you see how it's starting to get like a dough. See that? Just get all the flour in. Make sure it's not too sticky. And then you'll be good to go. Just keep it going. Make sure you're getting all the flour in there. All right. After all of the pulling together, see, this is what your dough should look like. See? Soft to the touch, not too sticky, well, not really sticky at all. So it's easy to, pull apart and create your dough. Okay, all right. So now that you have the dough, it's going to be time now to roll it out, and I'll show you what that looks like next. Okay, so you break it off piece like this. It doesn't matter how much, it all depends on how big you want to do it, but you break off a piece of the dough and you put it on a counter, and then you want to roll it until it looks flat like this, right? And in this case, what I would normally do next is I would normally just cut it into sections and put it into the fryer. But today I'm going to do some heart-shaped Johnny cake. And so you don't want it too paper thin flat, right? But you want it flat enough so that it rises on its own, and you know, you have a nice little, almost like a flaky type of layer. Okay, so for me, I'm just going to do some heart-shaped ones. All right, so I'm gonna continue doing that, and I'll show you now. I'll show you. I have 2 heart-shaped ones, and I just cut off some of the pieces, and I'm gonna do one, a regular shape one, put it in the fire. Just to give you an example of what this bad boy looks like as it's frying here. Something else I do as well too, instead of making the shapes, when you roll it out, you just take a knife and then you just do sections. So I'm gonna do something what I'm calling like almost like semi-triangles, and then I'm gonna put them in the fryer. Okay, and just to show you how the triangles, see the triangles get really puffed up. Yep, so far got different kinds in there. I got some hearts, we got some rectangles, now I'm getting some triangles. Just a small batch. So we have some rectangular type shape, we have some heart shape, we have some triangle in there, we got just the regular puffs, we got, oh, here's a triangle, we have a triangle shape. So just a small batch for today, and that's it. Thank you for being with me for another one of the Cooking with A La Arvy sessions. Take care until next time. Bye.